Hello brew farmers, welcome to week 5. We are at the breeding farm. I'm Fete Clarence, an agripreneur and equally a livestock technician. Today we'll be talking about feeding and management of our breeders at 5 weeks. Yes, follow us and I'll give you the detail on how the feeding process of our breeders goes through up to 5 weeks. So stay tuned and follow the video subsequently. Look at the feeding process of broilers parent stock with a normal table bird or any other laying bird. It is quite different. With other laying bird or with the normal broiler bird, they are not restricted with feed. But you see at the parent stock, they are restricted with feed from right up from the first week. Looking at their consumption of feed, their daily consumption. For example, the male and the female, their consumption per day is not the same. Within the first 2 weeks or the second week, each of the chicks, the female, of course, they were entitled to 20 grams of feed per day. 20 grams each per day. Let's say the first week they were giving feed freely to consume. After the first week, the second week, of course, we started restriction. You have to start restricting your feed from the second week, which 20 grams was allocated for a single for female chicks, while for the male they were taking 33 grams each for the male. So we are at the feed week of production right now, which is looking at the feed consumption or the amount of feed that we administer today to them. For the female, each bird is entitled to 34 grams of feed. Each male is entitled to 54 grams, while each female is entitled to 34 grams of feed. That's what they will eat up to the seed week. So that's how the consumption goes. You have to restrict this consumption to make sure that, looking at their size, if you look at their sizes, it might look very small, but that is how it is. There is a target weight that you have to meet up at week 5. There's a target weight at week 4. There's a target weight at week 6 that you need to be able to meet up. If you don't meet up, it will really be a problem. So, for example, at week 5, for the male, their target weight, we should be having at least 755 grams each. For the male, we should be having that weight at the feed week. Same as the female. The female, for the female, they have equally a target weight that you need at feed week as well. For the female, we need at least 465 grams, 450 to 465 grams of weight. So these are the management or the feeding habit that you need to put in place to make sure that you get all these target weight being allocated. If not, at 22 weeks when the laying will start, you will not be able to catch up because some of the bird will be too small, some will be too big. So you need to make sure that you measure this weight, you do selection to make sure that at 22 weeks you are able to have a uniform weight that will be able to give you the right laying. At 22 weeks, we should be picking the eggs already. So you need to put all these things in place to make sure that everything is being respected, and you can be able to get a brilliant result. So on this platform, definitely we'll be giving you the practical tips for all those into hatching, smallholders who are aiming to get into production. Stay tuned, follow all the process, and I will give you the details. Please do well to subscribe, do well to like, and equally comment. Tell me what you think about the information that we share on the platform. Definitely we'll be going gradually from now up to the process where we'll be having eggs. It is quite a complicated process, but definitely we'll get there. Thank you. Yeah.